And as Africans, I think we can relate to that. So the Kenyan startup anonymized the text. And then Cambridge University offered a platform that could, or developed a platform or an app that could translate Creole into English, and then, whatever message was in English back to Creole. And once the report came in, IBM then marked the hotspots, sent the message back to the Sierra Leonean government, and they were able to deploy health workers to the village that had been affected without necessarily singling out one individual or one family. And that really did help Sierra Leone work. Of course, we're still working around the vulnerability. And the other thing we're working with here in Kenya, close home, I think we can all relate to the pain and headache of navigating Nairobi traffic. So we're working with Nairobi County, and we're using the garbage trucks of Nairobi County to really try and understand Nairobi's infrastructure. And the reasoning behind this is the fact that the garbage trucks go everywhere. When Nairobi County approached us, what they really wanted to do was to make the garbage collection system much more efficient. But then we say to them that, look, it doesn't have to be just this, because the garbage trucks go everywhere. If we attach a cell phone with sensors into it, it could map out every single pothole on every single road in Nairobi that causes traffic bottlenecks, where the bumps are, where the roads have, maybe a two-way road has turned into a single lane because there's something wrong, either pothole or a bump, or the people blocking the road for one reason or another. And so out of this, we've been able to help Nairobi City understand the state of its roads, how they can improve on the planning. Essentially the whole idea is to look at the unique problems every city has and try and come up with unique solutions for that particular city around human mobility and transportation. Okay. Now, the last thing I want to touch on is ecosystem development. And this is a department within IBM that works with we work with startups and we work with developers. We have an innovation center at our office in Kilimani, which I had mentioned is set up to enable people like you and business partners and independent service vendors to come and try out their apps, connect with other IBM innovation centers in other parts of the world to get the skill sets that you need to improve your product, commercialize it, and to also link up with venture capitalists. So you're welcome to email me and I will link you up with the manager of the Innovation Center, and let's see what we can do around that to help you. We also have an innovation space that I have, which is meant again for you guys. So let me know if you're interested in that, and I'll connect you with Jessica Polacco at IHAB or with Eric, and you can see how you can use that. The other thing I wanted to talk about is the IBM Global Entrepreneurship Program that falls within our ecosystem development. This is a program that will give you about $25,000 to $30,000 US in seed money. All you'll need to do is sign up, and you're taking out applications right now. So let me know if you're interested. Essentially, you bid with your application, and then you compete with other developers from across the world. You go to different parts of the world to showcase your work, and the different winners will end up with the seed money to do whatever it is that they wish to do with it. But I think that the value is not just the money that you get. The value is the skill set that you will get, and the exposure to the different engineers in different parts of the world who can help you really develop whatever it is you're working on, and also linking you up if the seed money you get is not enough for whatever it is you want to do, just linking you up with other venture capitalists that can help finance whatever reiterate, there's a lot that is being done, not just by us. There are other big multinational tech companies here. Come and speak to us. If we can't help you, we probably will know somebody else who can help you. But don't, keep to yourself when, there's help available. And again, as IBMers, and I'd like to reiterate this, each one of us is encouraged and mandated, and we are actually graded on how well we do in mentoring. So if you want help in supply chain management, in finance, in human resources, in marketing, you name it, we have it, and we will link you up with an IBMer here who can help you further develop your expertise in whichever area you're interested in. So let me know. Thank you very much. So I'd like to introduce Hilda. Hilda is our IT specialist, and she's going to talk about IBM Bluemix. She'll make an introduction, and then you can touch base with her a little bit later if you want to do that today.
Thank you, Vera, for that passionate introduction about IBM, and we can all attest to the fact that Vera is very, very, very passionate about IBM. Yeah. So my name is Hilda Modoni. I work with IBM as an IT specialist. I hope I can beat the ring, because I have to elevate my voice so that all of us can hear, or at least get to hear what IBM is doing, especially in the Bluemix platform. So my name is Hilda Modoni. I work as an IT specialist within the analytics platform, and IBM has multiple solutions, especially within the software category, and we're pretty much known in the market for hardware infrastructure, servers and whatnot, especially within the Kenyan and the East African market. Yeah, but we also have a major role to play within the software pillar, and I work under the analytics pillar, and we have solutions within the mobile space, within the cloud environment, within the social environment, within security, or solutions around security issues. And so I've been with IBM, this is my third year, and prior to joining IBM, I worked as an enterprise resource planning consultant or implementer. For most of you who know what ERPs are, basically it's moving from a manual solution to an automated solution for enterprise organizations. So we would be the guys who would come in and understand your business requirements and plug in a tool that will help you run your business operations much more efficiently. And prior to that, I worked with Safaricom, pushing their mobile website. So this is my third year at IBM, and it's been 6 years since I finished my computer science degree, so I pretty much have a technical background. And when Vera reached out to myself, and Jane was not able to make it today, and my colleague as well, who's probably going to introduce herself at the end, we can only give her that much slot, and give her a slot for having made time to come for the event. And I was very passionate when I was told, oh, this event, and it's called Women in Tech, and we would like you to come and just talk to and just showcase what IBM is doing within the technology space, and share your experience as a lady within the technology sector. And we sat today in a meeting, and we were like, not very many people in the technology sector, and we could actually even count how many people are within IBM, the Kenyan office, that we can articulate and say within the software arm of the business, these are people who have a technology background, and we're like, wow, this is really impressive. So when I see initiatives like Women in Technology or Akira Chips, I really get passionate about it and what women in Kenya are doing within the technology space. So that's a brief overview of my background. And so I was called today to talk about Bluemix. And how many of you have heard of the word Bluemix? I hope you can hear me. That's good. That's good. Wow, that's many. I should probably just close my laptop and keep going, and we can all marry and probably sample the whiskey. Yeah. So Bluemix, for purposes of people who are probably not familiar with the term, is an IBM cloud environment or a platform that is hosted on the cloud purely for developers. And by developers in this context, we mean that if you want to come up with a mobile app, if you want to come up with a web application. Back in the day when I was doing my undergrad, we had these amazing ideas. Like I remember in my second year, I was developing an SMS-based stockbroking solution, whereby you could be able to probably authorize your stockbroker to sell your shares or even to buy your shares by simply sending an SMS or using the USSD platform. And some of the challenges that we would face would be, for instance, you needed to acquire a computer, you needed to acquire a computer with enough RAM or enough processing capacity, you needed to acquire a computer with enough storage, you needed to then again acquire the database systems that you need to put your transactional data in, you needed to acquire an SMS gateway, and before you could actually sit down and start working on the actual application, it took you so much time, like 10% or 20% of your time developing the project and working on the project and developing the application was taken up by you trying to find the resources and the right environment and the right specifications to start working on your idea. And for those people who are probably still doing who are in development or who are still doing their undergrad courses or are taking up a technology course where they need to take up a project, I think this is we're living in an era whereby you don't have to go through the same challenges that I faced some 6 years or 8 years back. You have a Bluemix environment where you simply need to have internet connectivity. You need to subscribe to some Safaricom bundles and you log in, you register for a 6-month period, you can use the platform for free. And when you log in, you have your amazing idea, you get the database for free, you get to choose which operating system you want to use, be it Windows, be it Linux, you get which runtime you're comfortable with, be it Java. Like I was talking to one of the attendees, her name is Gaboni, earlier on, and she was blown away, I think, by the Bluemix environment, and she was like, how exactly does it work? You know, and I had to tell her, just take an example of a service apartment. Yeah, you're moving into Nairobi or you're going to this amazing city, say in Lagos, you've got a job in Lagos or Cape Town, and you have to think of acquiring a house or putting in furniture. What if you could get a service apartment with everything, with the bed and the furniture all in place, and all you have to do is pay for your monthly usage? So think of Bluemix as, use that example to understand what Bluemix would be. Bluemix is a platform that avails you with all the software that you would want to use, any operating system that you would want to use, the different runtime environments that you would want to use, and as technology changes, then all these services and these software become available because it is built on what we term as the cloud foundry, whereby using IBM technology, using third-party technology, using the entire open source community technology, you can leverage on that. So I don't know whether that really is fascinating to anybody who's developing apps or anybody who's thinking of this amazing idea, but they don't know where to start. They're thinking, should I go to a shop on Kimathi Street and buy a computer? How much will it cost me? A very good computer will cost me 50,000 or 65. Then I need to buy or pirate an operating system. Then, oops, I need a Java runtime environment, and of course, which databases we have for free. But that one doesn't work very well. What if I'm to commercialize this product? Oh my God, where will I get the money from? Should I even leave that project alone and first of all run to the different companies to find something for my business case? Yeah. So imagine a situation whereby you are a one-man show or a two-man show. One person can run after the business cases and the business money, while the other person can sit back, log in with their pajamas, log into Bluemix, set up the environment, set up the operating system that they want, the database that they want, and plug in the different application interfaces or APIs, application programming interfaces that are available in the Cloud Foundry, and develop the application and roll it out. And after 6 months of trying it and testing it out and giving your small cousin and your small sister to try out the application, then you can run with it to the Safaricom, the Airtel, yeah, the KRAs of this country, and the world then becomes very flexible to deploy your solution at a very limited cost. So that is what we are talking about.